Osteoporosis is severe osteopenia, meaning it's reduction in bone mass and weakening of the bone. Now, join me on this horrific journey while we watch this film of Stacy and his mother, who currently has osteoporosis. Well, I'm here now with Stacy and his mother. Can you two please introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Stacy, and this is my mother.
I'm Stacy's mom, and at one point I had it going on.
Wow, that's great, Miss Babushka. I've learned that you do live at home currently at the age of 90. Now, how do you feel about that, Stacy?
Well, it's concerning to me. You know, she's 9 years old, and she's an avid smoker. She drinks a lot of coffee, a lot of caffeine, and she doesn't take her vitamins.
Osteoporosis is severe osteopenia, which is the inadequate ossification by osteoblasts, which lay the bony matrix. Osteoporosis leads to a reduction in bone mass. Here we have a picture of a healthy, normal, spongy bone like Stacy has. Stacy, do you know why you have such healthy bones?
Well, I'm assuming, doctor, it's because of my healthy lifestyle. I exercise and lift weights constantly. I maintain a healthy lifestyle when I eat and drink. I don't drink caffeine, I don't drink alcohol, and I don't smoke. So I think all those things combined are why I have such healthy, spongy bones.
Exactly. Stacy, you're in your late 20s, which is where we have peak bone mass. Also, exercise increases muscle mass. Bone bumps and ridges where tendons attach must grow larger to account for larger muscles. Regular exercise is important for normal bone maintenance. Here's a picture of spongy bone affected by osteoporosis. Stacy, your mother would have bones that look like this.
Why do they look like that?
Well, here's why.
So we learned that Stacy's mother was an avid drinker, likes her caffeine, and smokes a lot. So we're going to see how these affect osteoporosis. So bone is made of two material. 1/3 of bone is made of collagen, which provides bone its flexible characteristic. The other 2/3 of bone is made out of hydroxyapatite, which is formed from different minerals, which include calcium, phosphorus, fluoride, and magnesium. So since this hydroxyapatite, what it does is give bone its hard characteristic. Basically allows bone to withstand compression. With alcohol, if you're an acute drinker, what happens is that you have increased excretion of calcium. Obviously, without calcium, you can't form hydroxyapatite, you don't have hard bones, and it can't withstand compression. Now, if you're a chronic drinker, alcohol alters your vitamin metabolism. Either way, alcohol is directly toxic to osteoblasts, which helps form the bony matrix to our bone. Now, caffeine also increases the excretion of calcium. So once again, without calcium, no hydroxyapatite form, no hard characteristic to bone. So what smoking does is that it decreases the ability to absorb calcium, so calcium cannot be incorporated into bone. Smoking also decreases estrogen levels. Estrogen binds to osteoblasts and increases their activity to lay new bony matrix, giving us stronger bones. Did you know that postmenopausal women have less estrogen? If you recall, estrogen binds directly to osteoblasts, stimulating their activity to lay new bony matrix. Therefore, less estrogen means less osteoblast activity.
There are a variety of treatment options for anyone with osteoporosis, as listed behind me. The first is calcitonin, which is a hormone made by our endocrine glands, particularly the thyroid gland. So when there's an increase in surplus amount of calcium levels in our blood, it's going to try to tone down our calcium levels by incorporating them into the bony matrix by our osteoblasts, into our hydroxyapatite. And this is also going to decrease our osteoclast activity, which is actually breaking down our bony matrix, which is very good for anyone with osteoporosis. We also have bisphosphonates, and these are going to permanently bind to bone to increase their strength. Now, these also have severe side effects as well as such as increasing our risk for cancer. You can take estrogens as well because estrogens do bind to osteoblasts to increase their activity, thus laying more bony matrix. Many side effects as well, including increased water retention and increased risk for certain kinds of cancer. And lastly, our own research facility has created an estrogen mimic called Osteonomore. So it's going to mimic estrogen, be able to bind to osteoblasts, increase their activity, and thus enhance our bone mass. Here we are 1 year after using Osteonomore. So how is the treatment working for you?
Osteonomo really has helped my life. I can move around, I can go up and down my stairs, I can lift things up and not have to worry about it. And since I weaned myself off my walker, I found myself a new sugar daddy out at the bar. He brought me these others.